Hello there, friends and RC family. My name is Alec from High Noon Hobbies, and if you're new to this channel, I very much appreciate you checking it out. I hope you will stick around, watch at least this video, see if this content seems worth your while, and then consider subscribing so that I can say to you, if you aren't new here, welcome back to yet another Friday upload. This time we are back out at the beautiful Desert Mountain in central Utah, centrally located, of course, for the North vs. South Utah RC Crawling Championship 2023. We've been through all the top fives. We've been through lots of different runs, but there's one that we are still missing. Can anyone guess? Pause the video now. Drop it in the comment section down below. Who do you think we're going to be watching? Someone that everyone on the channel, or at least if you're a fan of the channel, you know. Any guesses? Any guesses? Guess we'll just have to find out, huh? All right, let's just jump straight into this very difficult Class 2 run on the more difficult of the two Class 2 courses that were the pre-top 5 courses, the qualifying. Boom, there's the word I'm looking for, qualifying. This is the more difficult of the two qualifying courses in Class 2, one of our favorite drivers to watch. Let's just jump straight into it, shall we? All right, who guessed it? If you guessed the one, the only, the mythical Mike from Sons of Crawl, you got it. This is going to be Mike running through the course that I said didn't get enough love, and he's going to be doing it with his slightly broken Spectrum Rugged. Guys, I've never understand. Why do they put that little plastic bar on the Ruggeds? What's the purpose of that little plastic bar? Like, why do we need that? It's not rugged. If you smack that thing into a rock, it's going to snap, obviously, as showcased here by Mike's controller. It doesn't provide any protection. I really don't understand. Okay, let's focus on the run now. So, hitting that bonus first off, nice, starting out with a -10. Unfortunately, off the descent, having to take a rollover or take an upright there. Now, I'm 6s on that. I think for time's sake, it's probably good that Mike is just in the mentality, you know, if I'm on my lid, I'm just going to take it. I'm going to take the points. I'm going to flip myself over. And if you just come in with that mentality, then you can save yourself a lot of time, but you can also end up racking up a lot of points that you don't necessarily need to rack up. Like, for example, here, I don't know. That as an upright to me didn't seem like the most purposeful, right? That seemed like we lost 5 points from that bonus gate that we probably could have used for that upright there instead. But either way, I think that we're still starting off pretty strong because this is a very difficult first gate to get up and over. The approach to this is not as simple as it looks. And Mike did actually a fantastic job of kind of sussing that out and figuring out the right way to get through there without wasting too many points. He didn't hit a gate and he got that bonus early on. So we're at a +5. We're actually still in a pretty good spot. Heading into the second gate here, obviously this is the gate, if you remember correctly, this is the one that is really pretty droop dependent, or if you're like Mike, is just the right throttle at the right time. He got that slider up on there. He got that center slider up on there, and he just gave it just enough throttle. He knows his throttle control. He knows his wheel speed on this rig, and he really made it look like a piece of cake to get up and over that. If you guys remember, even Rango, with some serious droop on his suspension setup, still made it it just was tough for Rango to get through that. And so to see Mike just kind of shoot right up and over there, that's definitely a sign that this guy has spent some time with this rig and knows exactly how to handle breakover angles, right? That's a toughie on any sort of comp rig. You are dealing with generally a pretty slammed rig to try to keep that center of gravity low. But when you get to those breakovers, man, it can be tough, and even the best comp rigs can be tough to handle breakover angles. Speaking of breakover angles and handling them, take a look at this winch from Mike going through this 3-4 combo. Again, another spot on this course that has been really tough for many competitors. I like the mentality, right? Mike had a plan. Coming into this, Mike had a plan. He knew that he was going to have trouble with that 3-4, getting himself lined up with the gate number 4, and so halfway through he kind of takes an assessment of it, decides, you know, do I want to take a reverse, potentially risk falling off of the ledge like Rango did, or tapping a gate like Clint got close to doing, or do I just want to go and immediately pull winch? And that's what he did. I think that plan was great. You know, obviously at the end of the day, it's always better to take the points that's going to take to avoid getting that gate, because the gate is always going to be the most amount of points. Making it through this, was that gate number 5? Making it through the gate next to the bush without too much trouble, unfortunately. Ooh, and I missed that reverse right there. Okay, we'll add an extra point in at the end. I just noticed. Did you guys notice that? He had to take a little reverse there to get himself unhooked from a bush. I think he was not the first competitor to get stuck up in there. That just kind of is a... I don't know. It's like hidden in plain sight, right? When you're so focused on a difficult gate, this gate number 6 is a real toughie. When you're so focused on a difficult gate that's coming up, and sometimes you just completely ignore a very simple obstacle that's right in front of you, that was one of those moments. So we'll add an extra point in at the end here because I did miss that reverse. But a couple of reverses here to get set up for this gate number 7. This is another. It's not that the gate itself is tough, but getting to the gate number 7 after coming through that gate number 6 is it's a difficult one. Ooh, getting real close there to an upright, but managing to keep it up against the bush. Ooh, and then flipping up onto the lid, taking another upright there. Hey, we're still doing really well on time. 4:11 and a plus 22. Coming into the second bonus here, let's see if Mike can make this one work. This is a really tough bonus. I worked on this bonus for quite some time and could not make it work. This is a doozy of a bonus, and as the day went on, this bonus continued to get more and more dug out as it was dirt on the lower side. And you can see Mike kind of looking at it. Does he want to take another approach? And he decides against it. He decides that he wants to maintain that time, make sure that he can get through the rest of the course safely, which is respectable, man. When you've got that kind of 20-point range, it can be really tempting to hit that bonus when you really shouldn't hit it. And I think Mike made the right call in this case. 24 is by no means a bad score on this course. It's actually a pretty good score. And so to know, I could hit this bonus. I could get down to 14. That's definitely top 5 territory, but I might already be in top 5 territory. And if I spend too much time on this bonus, I could end up with a plus 15 or a plus 30 if I DNF 1 or 2 gates. So definitely the right call there, making it through those last few gates there without too much issue. And now we're headed into the final little breakover angle here. We've seen Mike handle this one before. He's going to get through it nice, and a little bit of belly slide, a little bit of wheel speed. Make sure we don't want to hit this last gate. Nice releases and a fantastic run by Mike. My goodness, that run. It had its ups. It had its downs. It was an action-packed adventure, and I very, very much appreciate Sons of Crawl. Mike, thank you for letting us watch you run, just kind of, get all up in your space and make you uncomfortable for a little bit, but it was really fun to watch you absolutely dominate this very difficult Class 2 course. It's been fun to watch Mike continue to progress in crawling as a sport over the last season or 2 seasons that I've been involved, and he's definitely becoming a really impressive driver. Much better, I was going to say much better than myself. I think there's, we got to do some head-to-head there. Maybe there needs to be a little bit of competition. But this was a tough course. And Mike, it started out a little bit difficult there with that rollover right after the bonus. But man, he stuck to it and he stayed with it. And he ended up with a fantastic score, a fantastic time, and actually did very well on this course. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching Mike run through this. I hope that you were able to learn something like me. But if you didn't learn something, I hope that you at least were entertained. If you were entertained or you did learn something, go ahead and give this video a like because you've made it to the end of the video. Don't forget to check out the highnoonhobby.com merch shop for all of your High Noon Hobby merch. Remember that all of the purchases of that merch go to helping keep this channel rolling, especially during the winter season as I am starting to look at a lot of builds and stuff like that. It costs me more money to run this channel than I make off of it. So I very much appreciate each and every one of you for your support in that way. There's Sons of Crawl merch on there too. Don't sleep on your Sons of Crawl merch. But yeah, subscribe to High Noon Hobby if you want to see more videos like this every single Friday, except I'm going into ACL surgery next week. I don't know that I'll be able to do a Friday upload for the next 2 weeks. So stay posted. I'll be doing my best, but I just don't know. I don't know what's going to be going on, so I'll keep you guys in the loop. Wish me luck, and we'll talk to y'all very soon. All right. Cheers, everyone. Enjoy some skill trails, maybe some hard lides.